started off the game a little slow again on offense anyway, getting things going. And then in the second quarter, you guys just kind of started getting more comfortable in the offense and seeing what you were seeing in the Clippers defense. Was that more about just getting used to their defense or figuring yourselves out?
I mean, yeah, it was obviously a point of emphasis for us to have a better start, but, you know, you're still not promised that you're going to make all your shots. So and just felt the game out, settled into it, seeing what they were doing, and just went from there.
Chris, you started out the game tonight 1 for 5, and then finished out going 7 for 9. Kind of, what was your motivation to keep shooting tonight and just keep going for shots?
Got to. I mean, with the way we was playing, the pace, whatnot, them doubling on KD, and just, you know, I mean, we've been doing this for a while. A lot of times, me and DA, when we get to our pick and roll with the shooters that we got, that leaves the middies wide open.
Coming in, Chris, coming into the game, you lost a few games in a row with Scott Foster as the referee, and I know a couple of years ago you said 11 in a row coming into the locker room after a loss against the Clippers. And tonight, getting a win, are you still thinking about that? Finally being able to win a game that Scott Foster's
I
refereeing?
ain't noticed. Now, I think we all about in this run, you know what I mean, minimizing distractions. You know what I mean? So that is what it is. I'm sure it's still going to be a thing. League know what it is, so can't control it. You ain't been able to control all the other ones, so it ain't going to change now. You know what I mean? So the game is the game.
Devin, I know I'm coming in late, but just that shot at the end of the first half and then keep that going. How much did that lead to what you ended up doing in the second half, hitting that huge three?
I think how we finished out the second quarter overall, you know, outside of that shot, you know, was good momentum going into the third. And, you know, how we started the third quarter was big for us, too. Yeah, they asked about the start before you got on in here. And, you know, we obviously wanted to get her off to a better start again and didn't. But we just let the game settle and went from there.
Chris,
There was a certain point in those half-court possessions of the third quarter where you were kind of directing traffic, moving the chess pieces. How comfortable did you feel as a playmaker with the way you were seeing the floor?
Comfortable.
Can you expand a bit just on how the zone you were in and how you were feeling about that process?
Yeah, I mean, it's that time of year. You know, everything counts. I think with the talent that we have on this team, you know, spacing is a big thing. So, you know, just, you know, trying to give Kev space, trying to give CP space, you know, just putting everybody in the best position to succeed.
I was about to say, Devin, I know.
He's fine. No, he's fine. He's fine. Go ahead.
No,
I know with the 4 stars on the floor now that Kevin's here, you talk about spacing and everything. Was it important to just get a win with him just to prove that you could do it in the postseason? I know that kind of sounds dumb a little bit, but just to prove and for yourself?
That's a 2-time champ, 2-time Finals MVP. You know, he's proven enough. I mean, we didn't lose any games with each other during the regular season, and, you know, we just dropped game 1. So, you know, just want to come out and respond. And, like you said, you know, spacing is a big part of that. You know, just, you know, he's so talented, you just have to let him work.
Earl and Shane.
Thought you guys did an excellent job tonight playing through a lot of calls and non-calls. Was that an emphasis coming into the game tonight?
That's an emphasis going on the whole playoffs. You know what I mean? Minimize distractions. You know, we know what it looked like sometimes during the regular season with texts and this, that, and the third. We're trying to control what we can control. You know what I mean? And just trying to, you know, stay present and focus.
It's mostly us, too. So we got to hold each other accountable with it.
Straight up.
What do you guys make of Torrey's contribution so far in this series, whether it's the spacing, the shooting, the screening, or just the rebounding?
Craig made just about every big shot for us tonight. You know, if you watch games, it's it's the timing of the shots. You know, sometimes when the team got a chance to cut it from 6 to 4, 3, and then Craig would hit a 3 to put us up 9. It was the timing of the shots that he made, and that's big in the series.
Chris, sorry, this was already asked, but you only took 1 3 tonight, and there's so much questions late in the season about you being more of a spot-up three-point shooter. So the Book and Katori hitting so many threes, did that enable you to get more to your midi without having to rely on shooting more?
Yeah, it's funny. I've been practicing threes like crazy, thinking that they was gonna like leave me open like them last few games, and then I spent the whole day watching all my shots against the Clippers throughout this season, and they was really giving me middies, and so just refocusing. You know what I mean? They not really leaving me for the three, but we done played against them a lot, so just get to your spots.
They're really changing their defense a lot. I don't know if you've seen this high volume of changing before. How are you managing that? He's obviously trying to confuse you guys.
That's T. Lou.
Yeah. I think when they do that, we just have to simplify it. A lot of things that we haven't seen before. But they have a veteran team that, can do it on the fly. I don't think a lot of teams can do that. And I remember our last series with them, they had a lot of stuff with them too. So, when they're doing that, just simplify it for us.
Last two.
Devin, following the Game 1 loss, what was Sunday night and Monday like for you, just kind of sitting on that first game setback?
It's never a good feeling. But yeah, I just got on Call of Duty and blew some steam off.
That's all he do.
Yeah.
That's all he do is play Call of Duty.
Forget what Mike Conley said, man. We got to play. We got to play. It was funny. Mike was talking. He was like, "Yeah, we can't be playing Call of Duty." Carl walked in the back. He was like, "Hey, Mike, you getting on when you get home?" Yeah. That's our generation, man.
Does this kind of feel like because you guys are so good in the mid-range, kind of feel like a battle of threes versus twos because you guys are so efficient there and they like to get a lot of threes up?
I don't know. I think we just be playing basketball. I mean, you think about KD, everybody always call him a basketball purist. We got a lot of us like that. If a 2 is open, we're going to take it. If the 3 open, we're going to take that too. And so we just hoop and try to make sure we got the most points at the end of the game.
Chris, I saw you mouthing the word please in the prayer emoji. What was that about?
I don't know. I got to watch the game over. I got to watch the game over.